He won't push me back on the night, and he certainly wasn't going to push me back up there.
Don't push me. There's no going back for Ricky Hatton in Las Vegas. And banging the drum for Ricky Hatton in Las Vegas, just 2 days to go till the big fight.
Now, and news from that well-known outpost of the Northwest, Las Vegas, Chris.
Yes, thank you. Well, they've been kept apart all week, haven't they? But Ricky Hatton and Floyd Mayweather finally got up close and personal at the pre-fight press conference, and it did little to ease the animosity ahead of their world title battle this weekend. Mike Hall's in Las Vegas, where the pre-fight hype has gone into overdrive.
The countdown continues here in the capital of boxing, and with just 2 days to go now to the big one, Ricky Hatton and Floyd Mayweather have finally come face to face. They met at the pre-fight press conference here at the MGM Grand, and as expected, things got a little tasty. Is the undisputed king of the ring, the greatest boxer walking the face of the earth. It's a title Ricky Hatton has spent a lifetime chasing. Between them, 81 wins, no defeats. Somebody's O is about to go.
Mark my words, it won't be mine. It won't be mine. I bet it won't. I bet it won't. I bet it on it. It's going to be the same Ricky Hatton, value for money. It's going to be the same Floyd Mayweather, so drink your espresso, drink your Red Bull. Just bring it on, can't wait. I've got nothing to say. I'll let Oscar come back to the mic and introduce Bruce Almighty.
Throughout the build-up, Floyd Mayweather has taunted the hitman. Today, though, it was a very different pretty boy who's now clearly focused on the job in hand.
I fought every type of style that you could possibly fight, and I'm pretty sure that I faced the Hatton style before, but he's going to bring his A game. Do he deserve to fight? Absolutely. And we're going to get the fans one hell of a fight.
And that fight so nearly arrived early as a relatively low-key press conference burst into life as the boxers went face-to-face for the cameras.
He just leant on me. That little bit, you know, to nudge me back as if to gain an edge, and I just leant back on him.
I got close to him like this, you know, gave you guys some entertainment. That's what you guys want, right? That's why you guys are here.
He won't push me back on the night, and he certainly wasn't going to push me back up there.
I mean, he's a little nervous. Absolutely, he's a little nervous.
He's telling everybody over there that he saw fear in your eyes.
Fear in my eyes, yeah. Well, you know, the truth is he probably believes it. It wasn't fear in my eyes. I was making a valid point. He thought he could nudge me back, didn't, nudged him back. And he was the one to flip and start, you know, losing his temper. I've had 2 fights in Vegas, and now you tell me, do I look like I'm scared? You've seen me prepare for so many fights. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. We've got to tackle him.
Mayweather plays a few funny games. He was trying to push and shove Rick, but, you know, Ricky's wound up for the fight now. There's no way he's going to back down. So
he's in the zone, isn't he?
He is. You know, he's so relaxed, but he's so determined as well. So, you know, pardon my French, but he's not going to stand for any.
Rattled or just ready for business? Mayweather slipped out of the MGM Grand without much of a fuss. It's hard to believe this is his backyard, as it's Hatton who's the centre of attention. Thousands of Brits are already here and making themselves heard. Hatton Mania is sweeping the States. Try telling these fans that Ricky is the underdog. So the British invasion is underway, and we're now hearing that as many as 30,000 fight fans will be here in Las Vegas by the weekend. Amongst them, David Beckham, Jack Nicholson and Jennifer Lopez. And the breaking news here today is that Tom Jones will be performing the national anthems inside the ring. Tom Jones in Las Vegas. That's not unusual.
Very, very poor. Well, moving quickly on, well, from one grudge match to another. Just a few hours before Hatton steps into the ring in Vegas, Amir Khan will defend his Commonwealth lightweight title in Bolton. He's been trading verbal blows with his opponent Graham Earl ever since the fight was announced. And while today's press conference was more subdued, Khan is convinced that he'll celebrate his 21st birthday with a knockout.
The things he said about me, he disrespected me, saying I'm still a kid. We'll see who the kid is, you know, I'll show him who the kid is on the night. I ain't no kid. It's my 21st birthday on that night as well. I'm going to prove it to everyone in Britain. Look, I am the #1 in Britain. Graham Mill's got the #1 spot. I'm #2, so I want to take that spot off him. You know, I hold the title. I'm going to defend my title, and he's not going to take it away from me.
Yeah, great weekend for boxing. All on to football.
And eyeball to eyeball, Ricky Hatton up close and personal with the man he wants to beat. Now to spot something that really isn't very cosy at all.
So it'll be hot stuff.
It will be hot stuff. Ricky Hatton and Floyd Mayweather have gone toe-to-toe and nose-to-nose by the looks of things for the first time in Las Vegas as they build up to their fight in the early hours of Sunday morning, and it's all intensifying because the pair scuffled at the news conference overnight, as Howard Booth reports.
Not giving an inch. Two greats, both undefeated, looking for the slightest mental edge before the weekend showdown in Las Vegas.
With a record of 43-0 with 31 knockouts, from Manchester, England, Ricky Hatton.
In this world of so many titles about these days, you know, and you know, fighters, you know, wanting to avoid everyone, I think it says something about the sport of boxing when two fighters who are unbeaten, you know, not looking to avoid each other, looking to put the fight together like we have done.
With a record of 38-0 with 24 knockouts, of Grand Rapids, Michigan, Floyd Mayweather Jr.
I fought every type of style that you could possibly fight, and I'm pretty sure that I faced the Hatton style before, but he's going to bring his A game. Do he deserve to fight? Absolutely, and we're going to get the fans one hell of a fight.
The ill feeling overnight should go a long way to selling the final few tickets still remaining. They're ringside and coming at a cool £2,500 apiece. Howard Booth, Northwest Tonight.
Loved that bit at the end where Ricky goes like that too, etc. Can't wait for the fight. Now, while the world's media all want a piece of Ricky, he has shared his innermost thoughts with us. Before flying out to Las Vegas and the hype and the hullabaloo surrounding the fight, Tony Livesey sat down with the hitman to talk fear, fans and the future.
Fancy a shot at the hitman? Well, you don't get much closer than this. I was part of a crowd of friends invited to see what Ricky had in his bag of tricks for Floyd. We came so close at one point I was within spitting distance.
Well, I'm here at the Better Bodies Gym in Denton. Now, this is the sort of music that Floyd Mayweather's used to hearing on the American version of Strictly Come Dancing. I'm not sure how he'll be moving when he gets on the end. Some of those punches. I'm going to have him.
How do you feel inside? Do you ever have, in your private moments, is there room for any doubt whatsoever?
No doubt. I mean, obviously, the nerves, well, you know, the more things you see on TV and the more tapes I watch of his fights and stuff like that, then you know, as it does get nearer, you do get a little bit more nervy, you know, and you start thinking to yourself, God blimey, he is pretty good.
There's genuine dislike, isn't there?
Well, yeah, there is genuine dislike because, you know, you generally in boxing you get a lot of opponents saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and that's part and part of it. But when the camera switches off, you know, it's normally nod, wink, wink. You know, the respect is there between fighters. But when the press conference finished, you know, me and my team would be having a meal in the restaurant, and he'd just walk in the restaurant with his 50 minders and start hurling abuse at me while I'm tucking into my dinner like type thing. I just want to be remembered as a great champion who fought the best, who went up in weights, went down in weights, was value for money, non-stop all-action fighter, and with all the success that he had, he still remained, you know, a champion to his people. I think I'd much rather have the love of the fans than any of the belts. I don't think I want to go on for much longer, but I think you know when the time's right just to hang them up. Because after the fight, people are going to go and see me in my local pub, sat in the corner having a pint, and say, see him over there with that pint of Guinness. He's the best fighter walking the face of the earth, and it makes me chuffle. Because everything I've achieved, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed, and I think that's why fans don't only support me because of the way I fight, they support me because of the way I am, and as long as I've got the love of the fans, that means everything to me, and I'm doing proud.
Tony Livesey, Northwest Tonight.
Great stuff. Now we move on to football.